What's going on, guys? So I got a package in the mail today. Just want to show you guys what it is. So we've been doing a couple videos and I was like, how can we improve it? I know in one of those videos there was a part where you couldn't really hear me and I was kind of flipping the wings and talking, and that was horrible audio. Right now I'm recording on my iPhone 16 Pro, and I was like, what can I get to just make things better? And I got DJI Mic Mini. So that's my little unboxing video of me getting this guy. Hopefully this will improve. So hopefully after this video, you will hear nothing but great quality video, great quality audio, so on and so forth. Let's do a little unboxing, see what's inside. Let's see what we got here. Nice. Ooh, comes the sticker. Nice. Nice little pouch case. Ooh, nice. So it comes with its own little pouch. And inside the pouch is everything we need. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Got some mic, transmitter right here. Yeah, this is smaller than I thought. I watched so many YouTube videos and it looked huge. This thing is tiny. Impressive. I don't know if you can see it, but that's tiny. And here's the microphone. So this is it. This is the big review right here. It's what I've been waiting for the last 3 days. Little charging dock. Nice cable, everything it needs. I don't put this stuff away. I don't need this. We'll be needing that. So next video, I'm gonna do some ribs today. So that's our next video. And let me know how it goes. Alright, Marty here, back at it again. So today, I had a buddy say, dude, I want to try out your ribs. So I was like, alright, let's do it. So he's going to come over today, and I'm going to have these ready for him. Hopefully they're piping hot as soon as he picks them up, that we can take them home, go and eat, and maybe have even a test bite while he's here. So it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They should be done around 5:30. Is what I'm guessing. Again, we go for temperature, not necessarily time, but I'm just gonna cut these up, get them ready. I'm gonna get the cutting board out and have it ready to go. And then, actually, let's do the cutting board first. So we're going to do the cutting board, cut this open, got some scissors right here, let's turn that around. Now if you guys like my new audio, it's thanks to this new DJI Mic Mini. I kept hearing about it online, and everybody was saying, there's a few parts in some of my videos, especially the ones on TikTok, that you just can't hear what I'm saying when I'm cooking some wings. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to invest in something where I don't have to yell, because I'm always yelling at the camera. And this way I don't have to yell. It's just picking up the right audio for that. So if you hear me now, and you hear me well, it's this new DJI mic. I picked it up from Amazon for about 60 bucks, 65 with tax. I think that's not bad. It's normally $79.99, I think. And I missed the sale. Last week it was actually $50, but I missed the sale. Luckily, freaking, where do I put this? Luckily, Amazon was still running that sale for just 1 penny more, and I took advantage of that, bought it, and yeah, looks good, sounds good. I did a couple test tries, and we're gonna see how it does on this video when I'm outside next to the grill. I think the grill is kind of not loud, but it's got a nice big fan. So right here, right now I'm just cutting this excess flap. I don't like that. I don't think anybody does. These look pretty good. They're a small size. I didn't get them too big. I just go right around this bone and I just square them off. That's all I'm doing. Oh, I think I cut the bone. No, never mind. So just trying to square them off. A little bit here in the top. A lot of people like this meat up here. Others don't. It just, you know, you never know. Everybody has their preference, but I like to square them off a little bit. It gives them a nice, better look. I don't like too much fat because the fat doesn't let the seasoning stick. But we can't have it all. And then I'll try and cut, not talk through the whole thing. I'll try and cut some of this video off so you guys could just see some B-roll of what's happening. Now, for those of you that are OCD and watching my cutting board twist and turn, I didn't put a wet napkin underneath it. I know. Haters gonna hate. Now I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because I gotta touch the fridge because Mr. Martinez forgot. Oh, where's that rag? Mr. Martinez forgot to take out the mustard. All right, so if everybody knows me, probably don't. I like using mustard as a binder. So, and then after using these, so I use mustard as a binder. I think it works great. You can't taste it at all, and the seasoning sticks to it perfectly well. It's good stuff. So we're just trying to dry some of this moisture out, and then we're going to get a couple more of these. Split in two, leave them there. And what I'm going to do, again, oh, we got a little bit of situation here. That's good enough. Okay, so some people like it, some people don't. But I don't like leaving the membrane. I'm a firm believer of taking it off. So that's what we're going to do here. The paper towel just acts as like grip tape. It's easier to grab it, but it will break on you a few times. You just got to keep at it. All right, that's good enough. Didn't want to fully come off, but that's okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is put it right here. Stubborn. Stubborn, stubborn. All right. Ready to go. Nice and trimmed. Nice and trimmed at the top. Ready for our binders. Okay, so I'm going to switch it over. Switch it over to this. Take this to the wash rack. So we don't want to touch that anymore. All right. So with our dirty hands, we are going to put some binder. And then if you guys know me, you could probably guess what seasonings I'm going to use. Oh, it's 222. Oh, forgot to shake it. Okay, so this is our clean hand now, and our dirty hand. So our first layer is going to be AP seasoning. Good salt, pepper, garlic. Everybody knows Killer Hogs. And our good old boy Malcolm Reed. Oh my gosh, I'm having an off day today. My wife's laughing at me. I haven't had any practice. All right, so we're just gonna get a little bit of this. And just wanna make sure we get light. You don't wanna go too much, just a good light coat, you know, because it is salt. And you don't want salty ribs. Now we're going to let that sit for a couple seconds while I do this one. And then we're going to do our second layer. And our second layer is what's going to give it color. It's what's going to make it pop. It's going to give it those sweet tones. This is just a good salt, pepper, garlic to get that meat to taste delicious. You know, you just kind of give it a little go here. That should be enough. As long as it doesn't look shiny and wet. There's a couple parts, but it don't really matter. You can hit it up, whatever you like. It's up to you. It's your damn ribs. But anyways, so you'll see using Competition Barbecue Rub by Heath Rouse. Now, Heath Rouse, man, he nailed it with this. This stuff is great. Gives it pop of color, good sweet tones. I think there's like paprika in there. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is, but it's good. And you just give it a light coat. And you just let it sit a couple minutes. You can pat it with this dirty hand. You just pat it like that and it'll do the trick. Like a lot of it doesn't really come up. It does stay on the rib. So if you want to speed things up like I do, don't want to run behind. I'm already 30 minutes late, so I gotta make sure that these are done by the time our client shows up. So we're gonna flip these over. All right, gonna clean our hands a little bit. Get a little bit of the mustard. And again, you will not taste the mustard. It's not something that you can actually taste. It doesn't have color on it. It does nothing but dissolve, but it keeps the rub on there. Like I said, I was able to flip it. If you didn't put a binder and you flip those ribs right now, you'd know for sure you'd lose a lot of that good stuff. all that seasoning would come right off. So what you want to do is to make sure when you're kind of in a hurry and you want to make sure it sticks, this is your best bet. Put that binder. Again, put some of that AP seasoning. Just lightly. And if you can see, I go side to side. I think that's the best way. Keeps it from spraying out. I already spray out enough out here, but we keep it a little more controlled. Just get enough in there. Let it sit for a couple seconds. Now, sometimes, I think I have one open here, I'd rather do garlic jalapeno rub. And sometimes on the top, I'll do slightly, just a little bit of that. Nothing too crazy, because putting too many seasonings, you'll definitely over salt it. Just so it kicks. Put a little kick there. I'm gonna tell you all my secrets, I don't care. Alright, now that it's sit for a little bit, go ahead and do this barbecue rub. Like I said, just nice side to side. Cover it up real good. And like I said, I told you this fat stuff, whenever you leave a lot of that fat on top, the color, especially when you wrap it, after you wrap it, you'll see that the rub does not stick. So it'll give it an uneven color, but these are competition style barbecue ribs, but we are not in a competition, so we'll be all right. So there it is. There's that. Damn it, I took my glove off. All right, so they are ready. As you can see right here, that's the color you want. The grill should be ready, so let's head on out. All right. So the ribs and the grill, 1 and 2, ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna open it up, and we are going to set one right here and one right here. There's a natural hot spot in the middle. As everybody knows, that's my grill. That's how it is. So all I'm gonna do is set it in there, kind of bunch them up. Woo, hot. Burn my thumb there. And then put this one here, bunch it up, call it a day. And there it is. So right now it's about 250. So we'll let that go for about 2 hours, and we should be good from there. Once like I said, you can touch them and they're not sticky, they're ready to go. Basically wrap them, let them go for another 35-40 minutes, and we're ready to eat. All right, so it's been about 2 hours, almost 2 hours. I'm gonna go pull the ribs off the grill, and we're gonna wrap them. Give me 1 minute. Now, right now, they should be at about 161 degrees Fahrenheit, almost 163. So they're about to start rendering fat. Now I know you can't only hear me, but you can't see me. But they're ready. You'll see me coming back into frame right about now. All right, so you can see here, they are done. They're ready. Look, nothing's coming off of them. They're starting to render some fat, so they're ready to go. They're happy. So we're gonna set them aside. We're gonna get a small cutting board. And the cutting board will be for the butter. So, of course, the cutting board is not where it's always at. We're going to use this one. Okay, so we got a cutting board. We're ready. We need a good knife ready. And so what I'm going to do here, I like doing a whole stick of butter. I don't know if you guys can see it. Basically just get a couple sizes here. Now they don't have to be even unless you're OCD. Then you can make them all even. But just like that. Okay. So let's put that aside. All right, let's put that right here. Now we're going to get some brown sugar, about 2 handfuls. Quick and easy. Just grab about 1 here. And you're just going to spread it out. Nice and even. So that's about it. Oh, we got a little nugget. I'll toss that out. Replace it with a little bit more. Alright, so that's it. Shake it off. And then we're going to put the butter. So we're going to put the big pieces up on the edges. That's where it curls. Doesn't have to be beautiful, as long as it's in there. Okay. Set that to the side. And then we'll just grab whichever one. Let's grab this big one right here. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Just barely cutting through. And then we're going to have 1 piece, 2 piece, just like that. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to pour a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Alright, so that's it. All right, so they're back on the grill. They'll be in there for about 30 minutes, maybe 45. Sometimes I crank it up to 275. Today I'm gonna go at 250. Just let them ride up slowly. It usually doesn't take too long, about 45 minutes tops. So I have to be done in about an hour, right? That's when my buddy's coming over to pick them up. So I got plenty of time. We'll get it ready, and the only step after this would be just to unwrap them and do about 15 minutes. We'll put some barbecue sauce on top. You know, just put it all in the front and the back. And then a little bit of this barbecue rub right on top of that barbecue seasoning, but just on the top, not at the bottom. And then that's it. That should be ready to eat. We'll do, I'll have my buddy do a little taste test and let me know how I did. And then I'll package the rest of the stuff up, have them ready to go home. And that's it. I think total time, I started about 2 hours ago. So I think total time would be about maybe 3.5 hours with prep time. If you count the time that it takes the grill to get ready, at about an hour. Usually because by the time it gets to temp, let it sit around. By the time you prep all the ribs. So I say about prep time 1 hour, cook time 3 to 3.5 hours. So that's it. Thank you. All right, guys, let's check them real quick. Probe says 215, but probe always lies. This is always off a little bit, so I'm gonna double check them real quick. So 205, 206, 207, 208, 209. That is perfect. That is perfect. Let's check a little section over here. $209. All right, this rack is ready. Let's pull this guy off. $193, $195, $190, $201, $202, $205, $203, $203. So I'm looking for 209, so I'm gonna let this one go a couple more minutes. We're gonna put it right here in the middle. I'm gonna take this one inside. I'll be back. I'm gonna grab a tray. All right, I'm back. So this is my favorite part because this means you're like 15 to 20 minutes away from eating. Okay, so what we're gonna do here carefully, there's a lot of juice. We're going to grab these ribs. Oh no. Try to slide them a little bit, just so I have enough. So there we go. They're piping hot. Whew. All right, and then all this juice right here that you see, it's gonna get thrown away. Gotta make sure, just avoid everything. And out it goes. So that's all the butter. That's all damn, man, I can't speak today. The brown sugar and all the juices, all the fat that rendered. So now you see we lost a little bit of color, and that is okay. That is okay to lose a little bit of color. You can almost see this bone right here poking out. It's ready to go. Look at this, all this fat rendered. Just got a lot of juice. This is gonna cut perfectly. Now they are kind of at a slant, so you gotta find your way to cut them. Let me wash my hands. No, I'm just gonna wipe them down real quick. I'm gonna wipe them down. So we're gonna be touching the ribs anyways. So my favorite thing to do, I left this out for a little bit so it warms up. And then we just spread it. Put a little layer of that. And grab some of your brush. And just what we're gonna do is add color. So it's add the sweetness, that color, that tanginess, you know. I wish I had some vinegar sauce. I think the vinegar sauce, but you could smell it. Since it's so hot, you can smell that vinegar sauce coming off of it. Okay, and then we flip them, and I want to show you that color. Look at that color. See, and like I said, remember I said where the fat is at, it's usually where the color gets lost, but that's okay because we're gonna regain it with this right here. So you just give it that dark color and it turns red. Once you do it correctly, see that's already turning that red. Get a nice coat, even, do those even brush strokes. Now I only got one rack here. I know you see one rack and the other one's not there. Is because the other one is taking a little bit longer. But I wanted to do a video already. I'm gonna do this one. I'll pop the next one in and just give it a go. So grab some of this barbecue competition rub, and then and that's just for that bite. Whenever you get that first bite, you want a little bit of that color here and some of that tanginess. And that's it. Going back on the grill, 15 minutes, all said and done. I got my thermoprobe, so I'm gonna check the other one while I'm putting this one away. and then hopefully that next one is. I'm not going to record the next one, but hopefully it's ready, and it's going to do this whole process all over again. It's barbecue sauce, rub it, a little bit of barbecue rub on top, and we're set another 15 minutes, and we're all done. Then maybe, I'm not sure if I'm going to do an ending video, tasting video. We'll see. So, wanted to show you guys what they look like. I'm gonna zoom in my beautiful camera work. So that's what they look like. So this is about 10 minutes in. They need about 5 more minutes, but just look at that drawback, look at that color. I just wanted to show you guys that. But I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to cut them in front of video. My buddy who's gonna pick these up is coming over soon, so I think that's it, guys. So like I said, this is it. Let me know how I did. If you guys try the recipe, please let me know. I'd like to see if what you guys think about this recipe. Peace.